is a thickening agent that is made with clarified butter or oil and flour, usually all-purpose flour. The first step in making roux is to measure out the fat that you're going to be using. In this case, I'm using clarified butter. And I'm going to heat the butter until it just starts to get a little shimmery. Okay, so now I'm going to start adding the flour in. The roux gets stirred throughout its cooking time until it reaches the consistency of wet sand, which is what you see in the sauté pan now, where it is moundable, but when it's heated will end up flowing down into a more smooth mass. And the first step in roux making, or the first degree of cooking, is what we call white roux. Now, because I've used clarified butter, which is yellow, the roux is not literally going to be white. But white roux is flour and butter that's been cooked together for about 3 minutes. One of the indicators in this stage of the cooking is that you'll smell the roux cooking. And at this point, what it smells like is partially cooked pie dough. At that point, I would say that the roux is ready to take out and use for white soups or sauces, something like a cream of mushroom soup, for instance, or a bechamel sauce. I'm going to cook this roux until it becomes blonde. Now, it already appears to be a blonde color, but I'm going to go by its smell and its change in color. It will take on a slightly deeper color of a golden shade, and it's now going to start to smell like toasting nuts. At that point, the roux should have cooked about 6 to 7 minutes and would be ready to be taken out of the pan and used for making beige colored soups and sauces. If I continue to cook this roux until it is about the color of peanut butter, this will take maybe another 5 to 7 minutes beyond the blonde stage. So it does take a fair amount of time. During that period of time, you do need to stay with it and watch over it, stir it frequently so that it colors evenly. If it starts to get little freckles, that's not a good sign. It would mean you'd need to actually make the roux over again, because it will create an uneven thickening process when you use it in the end product. So we use brown roux when we make brown sauces and brown soups. Gumbo, for instance, is made with a brown roux, and sauce espagnole is made with a brown roux. But brown roux has a diminished thickening capability of about 25 to 30% less thickening power than its white roux counterpart. The three finished roux, white roux, blonde roux, and brown roux,